Hello everyone, hope you all are good and safe at home. Welcome back to the educational channel. Dear students, today we are going to start our last lesson that is called Thunder and Breeze. Unit 10, lesson number 10, Thunder and Breeze. And children, this is the last lesson from your course book, Periwinkle course book. Is it? So in this video we are going to study about reading the paragraphs, explanation and new words. So here you can see the meaning of new words list, and here also given which words are came in your textbook. Those are, here you can see the picture coral, and one more picture stable. So here coral, it means coral is a pen for kettle. It is a pen means it is a home for kettles. Stable, it is the home for horses. Is it? So for kettle we can, kettle means if herd of goats we will keep, no? And herd of any kettles. And here sounds also given. Look at the picture, whinny and neigh. Here whinny, it means this is a sound made by a horse to express joy. Whinny, it is to express a joy, to express joy. This is a sound, whinny. And neigh, neigh means this is a high pitched sound made by a horse in anger. So in these also expression is a different. Those sounds are to express its feelings are different. Which they are? Whinny, it's to show the, to express joy, that sound. And neigh, it is a sound made by horse in anger, to express angriness. Is it? So here some meaning of new words are given. You can take a screenshot and write it down in your English notebook. So without further delay, let's get started. Here you can see our lesson, Thunder and the Breeze. Thunder and Breeze. Paul was excited. It was his 11th birthday and his father had promised him his very own horse as a birthday present. Paul had grown up on a ranch and had always dreamed of becoming a cowboy, and a cowboy needed a good horse. So here this is a very nice poem, nice lesson, and we will see who is the thunder and breeze. Is it? But here main character is called Paul. He was a child, 11 years old child, and is upcoming, he become 11 years old, and his birthday is coming next coming here. So his father want to present, his father promised him to present his own horse, very own horse, as a present, as a birthday gift. So because his father was owner of big cattle ranch. See? So but here Paul had grown up on a ranch. Here ranch means it is a large farm. Always he was spending the time in the farm, large farm, because his father had large farm, so he was spending there. And also he was dreaming to become a cowboy, and the cowboy needed horse, so he loves to become cowboy and also to ride horse. That is a dream of the Paul. Who's the child? Paul. Next paragraph. Mr. Rod, Paul's father. Mr. Rod, Paul's father was the owner of a big cattle ranch. He knew of Paul's fondness of horses, fondness for horses, and thought his son would choose a horse from amongst the ewes herd he owned. So he was surprised when Paul chose a wild horse. So his father name was Mr. Rod. Paul's father name was Mr. Rod. He has his own big cattle ranch. So he spent more time. Paul, his son, spent more time in that ranch. So he wanted to become cowboy, and also he loves horse. And his father knew that Paul's fondness means Paul's liking of the horse. So he thought that his son Paul would choose a horse from which he owned in the ranch. His own ranch is there, no? In that any one horse he can choose. He will choose. But he was become surprised. Why? Paul didn't choose the horses in their own ranch, but Paul chose a wild horse. Here wild horse means which they are not owned. That is wild horses means they are roaming here and there. They did not be keep in the ranch. Those he chose. Who? Paul. A huge herd of wild horses used to roam freely in and around their ranch. The herd was led by a big brown majestic horse, and a white mare would follow him closely. Paul used to spend hours watching them. He had just one dream: to sit atop the leader and fly around the ranch. He had even thought of a name for his horse, Thunder. So his father knew that he is like his love for the horses. So he thought that he wanted to present a horse which he has owned in that ranch. But surprisingly, his son has chosen a wild horse which are roaming near their ranch outside of the ranch, which are roaming those wild horses. A huge herd of wild horses he chose. And here they describe how they are wild horses. So huge herd of wild horses used to roam freely in around their ranch. So those wild horses making a group, and in the group of only they are roaming around the ranch, and all the wild horses following his leader, a big brown majestic horse, was taken the responsibility of that wild horse, a group of wild horses. So he was a leader. It's looked like he was a leader, and every horses following to that big brown majestic horse, and a white mare would follow him closely. So in that group, a huge herd of wild horses, that group leading the his leader, big brown majestic huge horse, and along with that big brown majestic horse, a white mare also following to him. So here mare means what? Female horse following him, following to the big brown majestic horse, and remaining all wild horses also following to big brown majestic horse. So these are who observed that Paul always when he went to the his father's own ranch, he was always watching those wild horses, and he liked that big brown majestic horse, and also that group, a huge herd of group wild horses, and also he liked white mare, but most of that group he liked big brown majestic horse. And also he dreamed that to sit atop of the leader. Who is the leader? A big brown majestic horse is a leader. He wanted to sit on atop. He sat in the dream. He sat on the top of the leader and fly around the ranch, means roaming around the ranch. He had riding around the ranch. Even also thought that his name also he has given in the name in his dream. What was that? Thunder. So big brown majestic horse name is Thunder. Is it clear? Okay, in the next paragraph, the next day at dawn, Mr. Rod gathered his cowboys and told them of Paul's wish. He had thought out a plan to capture the leader. So when Paul said that his gift, when he chose the wild horse, that big brown horse, I want that horse, not which are in the ranch, I don't want. But if you want to give to me a gift, birthday present, then you can give that big brown wild horse. So when he said that, when he asked that horse, the next day morning, down means here before coming the sun raises. So Mr. Rod, his father gathered his cowboys who are in the ranch, they gathered, and they said that they heard his son's wish, and they planned to capture how to capture that leader, because that is a wild horse, not in the trained, that is not trained horse, is it? And also it is not in the kept in the ranch, which is not their own horse. So how to capture that wild horse? So they are planned. Next, the cowboys mounted their horses and scattered in different directions. Soon one group spotted the herd grazing in a distant valley. They signaled the others to join them, and then quietly, without disturbing the horses, they closed in on the herd. So they have planned, and the morning they get ready by riding their horses. They went and they scattered, means they spread, and they had hidden here and there, and without making the noise, when they hid behind the different directions, and when they spotted, means when they have looked the herd of wild animals, wild horses grazing, then they all the signal to at a time to attack at a time. So then they closed at a time all around. Look at the picture, all around they at a time came around, and then they came that to the near to the herd, which we heard means a group of wild horses. Next, when Mr. Rod was sure that there was no room for the horses to escape, he, together with the two other cowboys, rushed into the herd, and within seconds had thrown a lasso around the leader's neck. So when Mr. Rod was sure that there was no room for the horses to escape, means to escape those wild horses, nothing because they surrounding, they covered, cowboys are covered. Then he said that to throw a lasso. Here lasso means that is a rope, to use to catch the cattle. See, look at the picture here. The cowboy is holding that lasso and he thrown that lasso and around the leader's neck, big brown wild horse. Next, when the majestic horse felt the tug of rope around his neck, he got desperate. He tried very hard to free himself. He kept neighing furiously and kicked up a lot of dust by standing up on his hind legs, baring his teeth and rolling his eyes, and he tried to scare the cowboys away. After a long struggle, he finally became tired and gave up. So when the majestic means it is major, very very nice, majestic leader horse felt that horse felt tug of rope, means tug means to suddenly pulling his neck, no, that is pulling that rope. He felt, then around his neck he is pulling, then he got desperate. Desperate means he become very depression. So he tried very hard to free himself, and also he neighing means here making the sound with furiously. Furiously means very wild. To with anger he made a sound with high pitched and kicked a lot of dust. He kicked the by legs. He kicked a lot to escape from that rope, to remove that rope, and here and there by standing up on his hind means back legs. Hind legs means here hind, hind means back legs, baring his teeth and rolling his eyes. So he tried to escape the cowboys away, and he also tried to escape from that place to remove that rope. But after a long struggle, finally he became tired and gave up. He became tired, so he stopped to doing those things. Which one? Neighing, crying, kicking, those all he stopped. Next, he was led to the ranch and put into a corral all alone by himself. They knew he could get dangerous if kept with the other horses in the stable. So when they have captured that big brown horse, and finally they are got that one, and they did not put along with the in the stable, because they kept into the corral. Look at the picture, because they kept that one all alone, means alone, because he did not combine with the other horse, because they knew that it will be dangerous to the other horses. It will be injured to the other horses. It will be bite to other horses if you kept in the stable. So they put into that horse in a corral. Look at the picture. This is called corral. So corral means what? To keep cattle. So it is very high bamboos. They made with high bamboos and rods, isn't it? With very very hard to escape from that. So it was kept in the corral. So he could not be escaped from that place, and he could not be injured to other. Is it? So next, Paul's present had arrived at the ranch. So finally they brought his present, his gift, because he asked that big brown horse, so they kept that at the ranch. Next paragraph, the big brown stallion was upset and angry. He was a freedom loving wild horse and hated the thought of being imprisoned. The corral had a high fence with barbed wire on top, so he knew it would be difficult for him to escape from there. But he still tried. After several desperate attempts, he admitted defeat. So that coral had a high fence. Look at the way here, high fence. He could not be jump outside from that coral. So it was high fence with a barbed wire. Barbed means it will be injured. Look at the picture. This is a barbed wire on top. So he wanted to escape and he wanted to touch that high fence. It will be injured to his legs, his legs, mouth. So they kept in that coral very safely. And so he knew that it was very difficult to escape. He means here the big brown stallion knew that it was very difficult to escape. But he tried several times and he admitted defeat. Admitted defeat means he failed. He failed to escape from that place. Next, it was late afternoon and everyone was resting in the ranch. The captive horse was miserable, tired and hungry. Then he heard a whinnying. He immediately turned around and there she was, his faithful mate, the beautiful white mare. He got excited and made another attempt to escape. But the coral was just too high. Hearing the noise, a cowboy who had been given the duty of watching the stallion woke up from his slumber. As soon as the mare spotted him, she galloped away into the valley. So he attempted several times to escape from that place, but he failed. But afternoon when everybody is resting in the ranch, but this one was very miserable, means very tired, very unhappy, and very tired, very hungry. Then big brown horse heard a whinny. Whinny means what here? The sound. It is a sound made by horse to express joy. So he heard a whinny sound, and then he turned and saw there she was. Who stood there? His faithful mate. While they are roaming, they are following now. Which one? The beautiful white mare following to him. That one stood in front of him. She means here a beautiful white mare. Mare means female horse. And he was very excited, and he made again by seeing beautiful white mare. He attempted one more time to escape from that, but the coral was too high, so he did not come outside. So that hearing that noise means, because he was trying to escape, so he made the noise. Then cowboys heard that noise, and that cowboy watching that stallion, he heard the noise and he came outside. He woke up and came outside. He saw there saw their white mare. And when the cowboy came outside, the white mare escaped from that place and went galloped away into the valley. Next paragraph. Thunder got really upset seeing his mate leaving. He made one more attempt, running swiftly across the corral. He jumped with all his strength, a last attempt at freedom, but alas, his leg got caught in the barbed wire and he fell back into the corral with a loud thud. So, when the white mare galloped away into the valley, he escaped from that place. So, the thunder means here big brown wild horse, become very upset by seeing his mate was leaving that place. So, he made again one more time attempted to escape from that corral, across the corral, but he jumped that one, but he fell back into the corral. He did not escape from that. So when he fell back with a loud thud, means making loud when it's will fell back, it's made very big sound. So his leg also injured because he touched the barbed wire, so those injured his legs also injured when he tried to escape from that, jumped on the barbed wire. Next, the cowboy who was watching this immediately rushed to the house to ask for help. On his way to the corral, Mr. Rod called the vet, and in less than 20 minutes the brown stallion was shifted to the stable. They tried to make him comfortable. They bathed his wounds with hot water and put bandages where he had hurt himself. The vet came in much later and examined Thunder. He said that there were no broken bones, but the shock and trauma would go only if he is well cared for, and that the cuts would take about 2 weeks to heal. So when it was fell back and got injured with barbed wire, then the cowboy was watching that one. He immediately called Mr. Rod, and Mr. Rod saw that it was injured, and then he called to the vet. Within 20 minutes, the stallion shifted in the stable because that is injured. So to take care of that injured legs, to bandage, the stallion was shifted to the stable. Means they shifted the stallion in the stable, and then doctor said that it was not broken bones, just it injured and cuts skin. So they bandage, and to recover it needs 2 weeks to heal. To recover, to cure, it needs 2 weeks, and it will be well if you care for him. Next, Paul had tears in his eyes as he saw the state his majestic brown horse was in. So Paul, when it was shifted in the stable, Paul came near the stable and saw that his birthday gift, majestic brown horse was in the stable and it was injured. He became very sad and he started to cry. Had tears means he started crying, become sad. Who? Paul. Next, He bent over the injured horse. He bent over the injured horse and gently stroked him. He whispered calmly words into Thunder's ears, and when he felt that the stallion was not so uncomfortable with him, he took out some lumps of sugar and offered them to him. Thunder munched those feebly. Paul stayed with him till it was time for supper. So when he was become sad by seeing his present, his gift was injured, then he bent down. He came near, look at the picture, he came near to the stallion and he saw that injured legs. He saw the injured legs and stroked gently. Stroke means touched gently and whispered some words means he is talking some words in Thunder's ears, but the stallion, the horse, male horse, was not comfortable. It is uncomfortable with Paul, because it is a wild horse. He didn't know Paul, so he felt uncomfortable with him. Then he took some lumps of sugars to offer which one they kept in the pocket and opened and offered that stallion. Then Thunder, the stallion, munched those, and also Paul stayed along with that Thunder. He spent time there himself up to supper, means up to breakfast. So up to have the morning he has come. So he wanted up to time of the evening time onwards, they sat there along with the Thunder. The next morning he quickly got ready, and before the others could wake up, he rushed to check on Thunder. To his surprise, the white mare was standing quietly outside the stable. Paul was touched. He offered her a few lumps of sugar. Then he opened the stable door and stood aside. The mare looked at him, and then, reading Paul's face, she gingerly stepped into the stable. So next morning, Paul spent up to evening there, with the Thunder to take care of the Thunder. He stayed there till it was time to supper. Supper means here at the evening meal, isn't to eat snack or coffee. So it is evening meal time. So next morning what happened? He quickly got ready, and again morning he quickly got ready and came to see the Thunder. But before other could wake up, everyone could wake up. Then when Paul came, there already the white mare was stood outside of the stable. So Paul was touched. Paul saw that one. Paul has seen that white mare, and he also offered a few lumps of sugar to the white mare. Look at the picture. And then he opened the stable. So he already has seen that white mare, because it is always following the big brown wild horse. So he touched that one and also given the few lumps of sugar and become affection. And then he knew that it was come to see the Thunder. So he opened the stable door and stood aside. When the mare looked at him, and then reading the Paul's face, he knew that he will allow to meet thunder. So she stepped into the stable. Who? The white mare. She means here the white mare. Next, Thunder was elated on seeing his mate. He raised his head from his bed of straw and gave her a whinny of welcome. Paul just called her Breeze. She looked so gentle and had a flowing mane. Freeze stooped to lick Thunder's bandaged legs and rubbed her nose against his neck and body. Thunder continued to lie down, but he seemed happy being nuzzled by his mate. So when the white mare entered into the stable, Thunder was become very happy by seeing his mate, and he raised head and gave whinny sound. Means here to express joy by seeing white mare, he expressed whinny sound. Then Paul has given to white mare the name Breeze, because it looks very gentle and very flowing, very nice, freezing. So he given the name to the white mare Breeze. And Breeze, when the white mare came into the near to the Thunder, and she is licking Thunder's bandaged legs and rubbed her nose, came near to the Thunder and neck, and also rubbed the nose, his neck, body. Then Thunder continued to lie down, means he become comfortable with Paul, white mare and Thunder, because he did not feel that he is imprisoned. He did not feel that time it was imprisoned in the stable, because his mate also entered in that stable. So when he seemed very happy, means he seemed very happy when the white mare nuzzled means rubbed his body, neck and his bandaged leg. He was comfortable in that stable with white mare and Paul. Next paragraph. Paul quietly returned home to have his breakfast. He had left the stable door open, so Breeze could leave when she wished. He had hardly begun eating when he heard a lot of commotion. It was coming from the direction of Thunder's stable. Paul and his father rushed out just to see the white mare nearly biting the two cowboys who wanted to feed Thunder. She was so agitated she would not let anyone enter the stable. So when the both three members comfortable in the stable, when they both Thunder and the Breeze are sat in the stable, he quietly returned to home to have the breakfast. Then and he did not close the stable door. He opened because he wanted to leave them whenever they wanted to wish to go. Breeze, it can go. Breeze, the white mare. So he left that one door open. And when he was having the breakfast, then suddenly a cowboy came and some noise he heard. His father and he heard some noise. Then when they rushed out, then they saw there the white mare did not allow to the cowboys to feed the thunder. They did not allow to enter in the stable. So they are biting the two cowboys, biting, scratching to the two boys. Next, Paul was very sad. At this rate, thunder would starve to death. He stuffed his pockets with lumps of sugar, then filled a large pocket with corn and entered the stable. So when Mare was hesitated, she was become very agitated. Then Paul was become very sad, and also he thought that thunder would die, because he did not feed to thunder. It will be die. It will be not cure. So he made an idea. He filled with lumps of sugar in his pocket, and also he filled with a large bucket of corn, and he entered the stable, because the breeze allowed only the Paul, not to the two cowboys. So when the white mare allowed him, and he is giving the white mare to the lumps of sugar. Look at the picture. And in that time, he is feeding corns to the thunder. Look at the picture. So at the time, here in the pocket, he filled lumps of sugar, that one eating the breeze, and here he feeding the thunder corns. Next, the mare allowed him in, hoping that she would again be treated the lumps of sugar, and sure enough she was right. So while she was having a feast from his pockets, Paul fed thunder with corn. Then he treated him to lumps of sugar too. So as before I said you, the white mare allowed him to in the stable. So he went along with the bucket full of corn and pocket full of lumps of sugar. So at a time he is feeding treated both thunder and the breeze. Over the next few days, Paul, thunder, breeze bonded very well and became great friends. Thunder was recovering very well under Paul's care and breeze's love. So on the next few days after, the three members, Paul, thunder, breeze, bonded very well. They become very affectionate relationship in between them, and they become great friends. And thunder also recovering very well, because Paul's also caring him, and also breeze's love, because breeze also staying along with the thunder and Paul. Is it? So he was recovering very well. Thunder. Next, 3 weeks after he had his fall, thunder could stand up and walk on his own. The vet had examined him and declared him fit the previous day. Paul opened the stable door and let them loose. They both happily trotted away and disappeared into the grasslands. Paul was happy and sad at the same time. So 3 weeks after he had his fall, means he had felt his mistake, because we did not forcibly keep any animal forcibly we did not keep, and it is not a present, it has a feelings, that is an animal. So it is not a things. So 3 weeks after he felt his mistake, and then when thunder was recovered, and then he could stand up, thunder could stand up and thunder could walk himself. Then the vet examined and declared that it was cured, it can walk. So then Paul regretted of that mistake, because he asked for gift thunder, that wild horse. So he wanted to open the stable door to free them, to free that thunder and breeze. So he let loose them. He did not be imprison them forcefully. So he left door open, and when door was opened, both their trotted, means run away from that and disappeared into the grassland. But Paul was happy. But also in the same time he become very sad, because he is liking his gift, his desired dream horse was went. Is it? Next, that evening Paul was just sitting down for supper when a cowboy signaled him to come out. As he neared the cowboy, his heart skipped a beat. Both thunder and breeze were standing outside the stable. As soon as they saw Paul, they galloped towards him and pushed their noses into his jacket pockets. So when he left them to go happily in the grassland, when he given the freedom to both, in that same day, that evening, when he was sitting down to have evening meal, supper means evening meal, then cowboy signaled that, come Paul, come, see there, come outside, see there what happened. So when he went near to the cowboy, then he saw that his heart skipped a beat, means he become very happy, because there in front of him thunder and breeze came back, and outside of the stable, and when he saw, they both, thunder and breeze, saw to the Paul, they galloped towards him and pushed their nose, and there having the lumps of sugar which are kept in his jacket pockets. Is it? So there he given the freedom for them, but his love, his careness, his fondness bring back them. Thunder and breeze had found a home. They found a home where? In the Paul's ranch. And Paul had got more than what he had asked for as a birthday present. So for his father, from as a birthday gift, he asked the thunder, the big brown wild horse, but he got more. Not only big brown, white mare also he got as a birthday present. So he got 2 horses. So he become very happy when the thunder and breeze came back. So both all are enjoying the time spent. I hope you understood this story. Very nice story it is. Very affectionate and very feeling, very humanity, to feel humanity. So this is very nice lesson, nice story. I hope you understood. Now take down the homework. Write the meaning of new words in English notebook 1 time. Read the whole lesson 2 times. Is it clear? Okay, children. So we have completed here our course book complete 10 lesson 10 poem. I hope you all are understood, and be prepared for your exam. All the best. Thank you, my dear students.